It's interesting, Mike, when I pray and I meditate regularly, and what I find, and many of the great rishis have talked about this, and I'm sure in the Christian tradition, is that there's really three levels of intelligence. And I think this is a way that everyone really needs to understand this. The first level of intelligence is what they call instinctual intelligence. The instinct that a mother tiger has when a snake is coming at its cub, right? Instinctually go at it. Or you can see animals have a very instinctual intelligence, right? We have it if someone is coming at you with a knife, right? You evade this action reaction. That's in a very certain part of our brain, instinct. The next level of intelligence is what we're talking about, this mechanistic intellectual ability to solve problems, lawyers writing briefs, writing these certain kinds of things. You see what I'm saying? The intellectual intelligence, which is a very two-sided intelligence. You can use it for great good, or you can use it to manipulate people. A lawyer can get off a mass murderer, right? It's this mechanistic intelligence. Now, the third type of intelligence is the intuitive intelligence, which comes way beyond all of this. It's in a flash that you have in observation. You could say it comes from years of practicing something, meditation, work, connecting to something much larger than you. And the question is, when we say artificial intelligence, we're literally in this realm of the rational intellectual intelligence. We're not at the intuitive realms, the kinds of thoughts that come to you when you wake up at 3 in the morning, right? When you've been working on something, what you call the super consciousness, where you're really moved by something deeper. And that's the question, Mike, that this rationalized intelligence can probably be replicated, but that is this very mechanistic view of the world. The satanic forces, or you want to say these forces who run the world, they want to make us mechanized. They want us to be a node in this large centralized scheme of things.
That's right.
And that's where
right.
they want to head. So they're creating machines in the reflection of that mechanistic view.
And the takeaway from this, from a practical sense for people, is if you want to beat AI, maximize your humanity. Just be more human. And don't be robotic. Don't be just in the world of being a better computational human. Human cognition as the computational layer, like you just described, Dr. Shiva, is going to be vastly outpaced by AI computation. But the highest level, the intuitive level, the connection level, that can't be touched by AI systems, at least as I currently understand it. And if they do tap into that, then we have a whole different problem.
Well, Mike, I think this is the challenge. Do you as a human being, do you want to operate at the instinctual level, like an animal, like a beast? And that's what most of, I believe, these people
That's
operate.
like half of Twitter right now,
yeah, or even these people in Hollywood, or the Zionists and all these people, they all care about their mammon. They just care about making money. They don't give a damn about what happens to the people in Gaza. On the one, they can have these contradictions. They can act like they're against vaccine deaths. And those same people are Zionists who are fine with butchering Palestinians. You see what I'm saying? Like Booby Kennedy, he claims he's for medical freedom, goes all out for butchering. You see this very contradictory, and they make money, by the way. It's all about making money. They talk about fighting vaccines. They make cha-ching, cha-ching money. And then they talk about obliterating the Palestinians, going after their 200 cubic feet of natural gas, and they make money. They don't care how they make money. A couple of trillion cubic feet. It's about maximizing power, profit, and control. The human being is going to have to decide, what realm do I want to operate in? Because if you're operating in the instinctive and the intellectual level, you're going to be replaced, and that's what's going to happen. But do you want to be a true human being? And this is a fundamental question. And this is where we're at. A true human being will say, yeah, Dr. Shiva can be president. Why not? But if you take a mechanistic view, you'll say, oh, well, you have to be in the party and you have to get all this. You have to be on the Joe Rogan podcast, when it's all part of that mechanistic world. But a true human will say, yeah, I'm going to get on the ground in the cold. I'm going to go bottoms up. I'm going to go door to door. I'm going to create the world that I see with a connection with my co-creator. And that comes from being connected and doing the hard work of becoming a human being. The possibilities of what it means to be when you co-create with God. And that's what the question becomes, Mike, because the other realms, you'll come up with well, I guess that's just the way the world is. I guess we have to obliterate the people in Gaza. I guess that's what we have to do. You have to compromise. You have to vote for the lesser of two evils. You have to come from the Kennedy family or the Trump family or these people. You have to come from hedge funds. So we diminish ourselves because we eliminate the possibilities of what is possible from creating something out of nothing, which is co-creation with God.
That was the most brilliant segue I've ever heard into a presidential campaign. But I mean, you're making a point, but the fact that you can tie in these concepts to what you're talking about as president, that's really remarkable. So let me just use this opportunity to give out your website again. It's shiva4president.com. That's the numeral 4. There it is, shiva4president.com.
We need to build a bottoms-up movement. Go to shivaforpresident.com and volunteer.